Hi.
Thanks for coming.
Hey, girl.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, grrr.
Well, hello, and thanks for coming, America. My name is Seth. What's yours?
Hello, Jamal is here.
Hi, it's Stoney.
Well, hello, everyone, and thanks for coming to another fun week over here at Thanks for Coming, the most magically gay podcast there ever was. We are, of course, back again to bring you full tea and coverage of everything going on in RuPaul's Drag Race.
We're getting so close to the end, y'all.
Ooh,
Girl.
I'm so close. I can feel it. Oh,
She's crowning.
A
yes.
double crowning?
Who knows, girl? It's the trend, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Well, we are back. I decided, I have to spice up the pot so that Stoney doesn't fall asleep or anything like that. So I am having a drink today. And can you say the name of this drink, Stoney?
It would be an Aperol Spritz.
Yes, bitch. 5 points to Gryffindor.
Good job.
Yes.
So proud
I
of
have
you.
that ingrained in my memory forever.
So, yes, we're getting a little bit lit over here. How are you guys doing?
We're litty titty. No.
We're doing just fine.
We're doing pretty well.
We're doing mildly okay.
We're losing it. No.
I'm getting
We've been
big TKB energy from the TFC East.
We've been drinking and hanging out with my friend Mary, so forgive us.
Ooh, hey Mary.
We had a pretty good Saturday though so far. We rode bikes to get the bike repaired. We picked up the doggy some treats because Eddie will turn 1 on Tuesday, the day you're listening to this.
Yeah, we walked from Broad Ripple back home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we had a YouTuber sighting. I saw one of my favorite YouTubers in the wild.
Wow, who is it, girl? Is it a gay?
Yes.
Hi, gay.
He is gay. Mark Miller.
Hi, gay.
He's Mark Miller. He makes really cool. He's a really good videographer. That's how I got into his videos. And at one point, he was living with his ex-boyfriend in Bloomington, where we went to school. So it was cool to see the campus with drone shots and these kind of professional grade video shots. So now he's found his way to Broad Ripple, our neighborhood, and it's...
Wasn't he also one of your trades of the week when we used to do that?
Oh my gosh, he probably was.
Check the Rolodex. Check the Rolodex.
I can do that.
Yeah, Jamal is definitely going Ingrid Goes West on him.
Yeah.
No!
Immediately pulls out your phone, gets on Grindr. Hey, you're looking good over there. It's you could just go talk to him, girl.
15 feet away.
You have a pretty mouth.
No, so that was fun.
Oh yeah, that sounds cool. It's always fun to see people out in the wild that you know.
It was funny though, Stoney recognized the dog first.
Of course.
I always recognize the dog.
Oh, I know that dog. Well, over here, I guess there's not really too much to update you all on. It's just been, another week with some Drag Race, and I have gotten a little bit behind on Holland. I have to watch the last 2 episodes, so my plan is to do that tomorrow.
We're really
Spoiler.
enjoying.
Oh, sorry.
Jinx.
I was gonna say spoiler. Drag Race Holland is really good.
It's so
season
good.
2 is pretty amazing. We've only watched the first episode, but
Oh my God, same.
I don't know. The budget's bigger, I feel like, in season 2, and Fred, I feel like is really coming in to her own as a host.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Abby, oh my God's not there.
And Fred's looks and makeup and hair, everything has been leveled up. She looks crazy insane.
And the Holland Queens just know how to do drag. They have such great and amazing runways. I feel like they would slay anyone across all the franchises.
Super artistic drag,
Oh, yeah.
so cool.
They speak a lot more English on this season too.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to hear them go in and out of English.
Yes, girl. That way you can check your Grindr messages every once in a while during the show.
Yeah.
You're what's going on Grindr? Oh my God, I love Red GB too. I want to see if Red
wow.
GB's in my area.
Did
Wow,
that
I got
trade
blocked
respond?
again.
Blocked again. Story of my life. Oh my gosh. Well, that sounds very cool. I do have a fun All-Stars related piece of, tea. I don't know if this is going to set Jamal off again because I talked to him about it and he seemed very passionate. Because I was listening to Clubhouse this week after the episode, and of course, Silky Nutmeg Ganache, she's like the Clubhouse queen, and she was in there, and she was saying how that she lost her last lip sync on purpose.
Yeah, see, I just don't buy that at all. Because, look, I love Silky, and I thought she did good, but, are we doing, revisionist history now? Girl, you just couldn't get the your suit off, is really what happened.
Maybe she couldn't do that. Maybe that was on purpose.
I don't know. I don't see Silky just throwing a challenge. If you're that close, you done went through 6 hoes, and then you're really just going to throw in your weave and be like, that's it?
Yeah, but if she throws it, then she can have the Silky was robbed storyline.
I mean, maybe.
But she could also have, if she didn't throw it, she could also have the Silky is a queen and came all the way back and won the season.
But if she comes back and then gets eliminated first thing, that's key for whichever queen came back is to do really well in their comeback challenge, or else they are going home again.
I mean, I guess only Camp Silky knows, so
I'm taking it right from the horse's mouth, and no, that was not a fat joke.
No, if you were tuned in, I missed Clubhouse this week, so you were tuned in.
It sounds like a fun fan fiction.
I don't know, girl. I heard it from Silky herself. All right, you guys. I knew this was going to get spicy.
Silky, what's the tea? Add us on Twitter.
And if you are listening, Silky, I do trust you. My name is Seth, and the ones that do not trust you are Jamal and Stony. Just want that to be on the record. So if you want to just only talk to me and not the haters, I totally get it.
As long as you post it on our feed, it's fine.
All right, you guys, let's get into the Honest Tea Spill of the Week.
Honest tea.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to our Honest Tea Spill of the Week, where we are, of course, back again to bring you full coverage of everything that's happening in this week's episode of All-Stars 6.
Oh my god, Eureka's back. We're getting I guess, spoiler alert, Eureka is back.
Wow, way to ruin the whole episode.
Gosh.
I got ahead of myself. We can beep that out.
Yeah, I'm editing you out this whole podcast now for revenge.
Whoopsies. So it's a new day in the workroom.
It sure is, girl. On last week's episode, we, of course, saw Serena Cha-Cha, Jiggly Caliente, Pandora Box, Jan, Yara Sofia, Scarlet Envy, and Silky Nutmeg Ganache sashay away.
They all went through Storm Silky and did not survive.
Yes, not even Silky survived, girl. She's gone.
Nope. She all her stunts caught up to her in the end, it looks like.
Yeah. But she'll always be a winner, baby, in my heart.
Yeah. I mean, at the top of the show, you heard us talking about how Silky said she threw it. So, I mean, she's still not back. And damn, I was kind of looking forward to seeing more of Silky after all of that.
It's okay, though.
She did tell us she wasn't coming back in Clubhouse months ago.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Which supports her comments about throwing it.
At the time, I thought she was just pulling her leg, but hey, she was telling us the truth.
Silky's the oracle.
Yes, bitch. So yes, that is right. Eureka, you found her. She's back in the competition.
I mean, she did deserve. That lip sync was really good.
Yes, that was fierce with that life alert around her neck, mama.
Yes, girl. That's going to be me in a couple years.
That's literally us right now.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we have our own life alerts. So for this week's mini challenge, the girls must express themselves in a Pride photo op. They have to put together an outfit using Levi's Pride collection.
I'm happy to see this partnership. I know there's a lot of chat about rainbow capitalism, but if you're working with Drag Race, I feel like you have to be doing something right and correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Rue is kind of rainbow capitalism, so...
I wonder what Old Navy thinks about this. RuPaul's cheating on them.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Dun, dun,
I
dun.
wonder. I mean,
starting
clearly,
the
if
beef.
it's in the show, it doesn't mess with the contract, maybe, or maybe the contract's expired.
I don't know. Maybe Old Navy did her dirty, girl.
Uh-oh.
Maybe Old Navy's only for Christmas time.
Yeah, like RuPaul's walking out of there, the shoot, and they're like, all right, bye, fat shit. And, and she's like, this is the last time I work for you, Old Navy.
Click, clack, out of here.
I'm taking my business to Levi's. Fuck you. So while RuPaul casually aims the camera in the general direction of the queens, they all give their best poses.
This was so funny because I knew that we were going to get some like trailer park, round the block ghetto fashions for this shoot.
That reminds me of some outfits that I've seen at like Indie Pride.
Yes.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Or a hot summer barbecue, bitch.
Ugh. Just like sweaty, like being sweaty with jeans on just is not fun.
Tight
The worst.
t-shirts and like Daisy Dukes.
God.
Yeah, girl. Wild times. Do you think RuPaul was actually taking the pictures? Are they like, you know, they have like the little microphone in her ear. They're like, RuPaul, you took a picture of the ceiling again. You have to aim it at the queens.
Yeah, Rue was definitely not taking pictures of anything.
I like
She's
how,
acting.
Yeah, I'm acting. Huh. Huh. Oh my gosh. So yes, this was wild. Apparently, Kylie borrowed that wig for her Pride look from Willem. So that's a little tidbit.
Oh, fun. I was like loving that hair.
I think Kylie might have been my favorite, to be honest, because she was the one that looked like the most chic.
I liked Kylie the best as well. I thought Ginger was funny. Raja
yeah.
was really funny as well.
Eureka was kind of funny too, when she just like face planted into the ground and then like put her little booty up.
Oh my gosh, all that cake out for the world.
Eureka just does so good at like playing the white trash like character.
Well, I mean, it's like art imitating life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would be, I'm sure.
Yes, girl. Like, ow. So Kylie Sonique does win this challenge. I, of course, agree.
Good job, Kylie. I think well deserved. She is not playing. Here we are at the end of the competition pretty much, and Kylie feels like she's on the uptick.
Yes, she does. So for this week's Maxi Challenge, the queens have to tell stories from their personal experience as drag queens in the cunt monologues.
Ooh, charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent monologues.
Yeah, that's a mouthful. I'm calling it the cunt monologues.
Ooh, she's cunty.
How dare you?
I'm feeling like pussy, feeling like cunt today. I'm feeling real lit, you guys, so I really hope this isn't
Ew.
annoying.
Real Gia Gunn.
Oh. What you want to hear is not what you're gonna hear. All right, so the queens do welcome Eureka back, except for Trinity, who's being a Debbie Downer in the corner.
Oh, Trinity, I wish that she could like pocket this energy. I mean, I totally get it because some days I have to fight to not be that way. But girl, you're like still at the end of the show. Like you're right there still. Just push through, queen.
I mean, part of me wonders, like, did they say, like, as a group, like, okay, Trinity has to be the one that goes next? Because, like, it just kind of, like, made me mad that Trinity kept saying, like, oh,
She
well, I'm the next.
manifested it.
Yeah, it's like, of course, because now everyone's just going to vote for you because you're just putting yourself out there, like, on a silver platter.
right.
Just so you guys all know, I was in the bottom the most. So I would probably be the one to go home. But, I mean, do whatever you want. But I would go home.
Because it's like, if you look at the challenge,
Terrible
this
strategy,
week,
sis.
like Raja kind of stumbled a little bit in parts, and it's like if you're Trinity, like you could have used that in your favor and been like, look, Raja's struggling, she's not like top 4 material.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Focus, blame, girl.
Don't throw yourself under the bus. Like it comes off as not you being like helpful or like honest, whatever you want to call yourself being, Trinity. But your queens are gonna take that as, oh, she's given up. So if she doesn't want to be here, we'll give it to somebody else.
Exactly. Someone that wants to be here, like Eureka, you found her. So as Trinity sees the writing on the wall, the queens test out their material on the runway in front of Jermaine Fowler and Alec Mapa.
Fun stuff. Time for critiques.
Yes, bitch. By the way, the writing on the wall said, TKB, go home.
No.
Yes, girl. And her fingers started glowing. It was weird. All right. So I'm living also for Miss Mappa flipping her hair out of her face that she does not have. Like, so she better work.
I love when people do that.
She's
it cracks me up.
I'm like, girl, you have a faux hog.
But it's in her way. It's so big, the energy, you know?
Bitch, I was loving that shit. I was like, you better work, queen. I see you, queen.
Clocked it. Fabulous.
Yes. All right. So then also in the workroom before the monologues, Eureka tells Trinity that even though it's joking and flirty, the attention that Trinity is giving her, she actually appreciates it because she doesn't get much attention like that normally.
I know. That was a sweet moment. That was really nice. And it's still very friendly, but I mean, it's still cute too. I don't know how to describe it. It was an honest moment.
It sure was, girl. It was cute.
Very cute.
All right, let's get into these cunt monologues. Who was your favorite?
My favorite, I actually enjoyed Raja's. Like, she had the little stumble, but I think she recovered very strong, and the story was cute in the end. Of course, Eureka made me crack up with that fucking story. Just like the flying drag queen unicorn that left a glittery surprise.
Ooh, girl.
That was a lot, but it was very funny.
My favorite thing that night was people were like, Ginger, should I win? And I was like, yeah, but Eureka shat her pants.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, see, I didn't really care for Gingers that much. Like, I guess, first of all, I guess I should say who I liked the most, which was Kylie.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that was a good one, too.
Because I just felt like Kylie had the best energy when it came to, like, the spirit of the challenge, which is to, like, tell a story and, like, be, like, very intimate. And I feel like that Kylie did a really good job with that. And I thought her story was really cute. And she just has that natural ability to kind of, like, just like really like one-on-one talk to you kind of.
And the way she was describing it too, like it really made like you could imagine the whole scene in your mind. Like she described it very well.
Yeah.
It made you feel like, I know like the judges wanted her to be a little bigger, but I thought that she actually created the intimate vibe for like telling that story. Like that was the energy of the story that was being told, because you know, we're parodying the vagina monologues, and that is about personalities, all different types of vajayjays, and, you know, their stories and whatever. So this was Kylie's, and I thought it was well done.
Yeah, girl. Because, like, also, too, like, you know, she was up there with her stool, you know, like, giving us, like, grizzled old, like, drag queen. Like, you know, she's been around the block for a while, you know. But all the while looking fabulously beautiful and very young.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like really enjoying that because like, you know, Kylie, like she harkens back to like the days of drag that, you know, that I think all of us can relate to as hosts. And, you know, back to days before it wasn't about like stunts and look queens and all that sort of stuff. So I could really relate to her. And also, like you were saying, I definitely have to commend Raja for like recovering so well, because a lot of times like when the queens do that, they do not recover.
Yeah, they tend to like spiral, just kind of, you know, panic in the moment, and they don't really get to recover. But she played it off very well, and she just kept it moving. So I loved it, and she looked fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's like a lot of times too, like when you're doing something like that, you mess up, then you kind of like can get like more like anxious because you're like, oh shit, I messed up.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And so yeah, for her to recover like that, it was like pretty
that was
awesome.
Gold. Yeah. Also too, like I know Trinity, I don't know, there's opinions about her, like, you know, she like some people were like, oh, she was, you know, told her story. She told her story too fast and things like that. So I really enjoyed her story a lot. I do think she kind of told it a little bit too fast because like we were kind of already on to the next thing before I could process what she was already saying. So I kind of get it. Like, but her story was still really good.
Yeah, I can totally like say honestly, I felt the same way the first watch. I was like, well, she needs to like give us a moment to like react with her, like, you know, collect your laughs, queen, and then keep it going. But I still enjoyed it in the end. I was able to follow it, but it was an upbeat tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. And also too, like I do want to say that I think Ginger did a really great job, but I think it like her story kind of just felt a little bit too like overproduced for me.
Yes.
And also I feel like I've heard that story before. I think like between like another season or on a podcast or something, like I feel like I've heard her story, and I thought I had heard Trinity's story too.
Well, that's funny you say that, because I do feel like I've heard Ginger's story somewhere before. I don't know, maybe she must have done it on another season or a podcast or something, but I do agree with you. I thought that Ginger's, it felt so fake to me. It was like, I don't know, it felt so like rehearsed and like she was just acting, and to me it wasn't interesting at all. Like it just came off very like blah to me.
Well, it was interesting. It was just overproduced. You know, I like the story.
Yeah. It was a good show, but it was just kind of missing the like personal layer, like make us believe that it's actually like, you know, your story. It's a good story, but it doesn't feel like your story.
Well, and I think when I said like not interesting, I think like what happened was
she was boring. We got it.
The way that she was overproduced with it kind of just took me out of it. You know what I mean? Like
my gosh.
I was focused on like why this was like so fake.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I was watching Bob the drag queen and Monet on their Patreon, sibling rivalry Patreon. And Bob was like shading Ginger, like, you know how Bob is, y'all. He was like, how did Ginger, who's 5 foot tall, find a dress that's too short? Because, you know, when she showed her shoes, he was like, why is she lifting that up? That dress
her
is too
dress should have
short.
been a little longer. I mean, and actually this was kind of this episode, and thinking about it and processing it after I watched was sort of my eureka moment, because I was like, I just want to say, you know, like I love Ginger Minge. I think she is an amazing queen, incredibly talented, incredibly beautiful.
So talented.
But I feel like she's like too overproduced in this season. So I'm having a hard time relating to her this season. So I think that's why I've been having trouble like rooting for her as much as the other queens. Like if she wins, I'll still be happy, of course. Like she hasn't done anything wrong.
No.
But I just like I've just had a hard time connecting with her this season, just because she feels so like produced.
Well, and I've said this before, but like to be honest, I've never really like connected with Ginger on the show. Like I remember even season 7, I wasn't really into her that much. Like it wasn't until I saw her live, like Jamal and I saw her live, that it was like, oh wow, like she's really talented, and really appreciated her. But like this season, even like, I mean, even like the Snatch Game, it was funny and all that, but it's just like there's something about her on TV to me that does not like resonate well with me. Like it's just kind of like, she's good, but that's it.
It's hard to relate to her, you know, like as a queen and a person. Like, you know, that's kind of like I think part of the show really is relating to the queens, like seeing yourself in the whatever queen you relate to and that sort of thing. So I mean, I think that's really important to be able to, and that's a lot of that's a lot of criticism that the queens get, is that you know, we want to see who you really are.
Yeah.
And
it's tough to break through, and because I'm sure, like, to a point, Ginger's so conditioned as a performer to just do their best, and that's all they're doing. And sometimes it's hard to recognize, like, you become almost robotic in that way, because it's just muscle memory. You just do it.
Yeah, and I think she is a pageant queen, so that kind of, like, makes sense as to why she would be like that. And I think that's a lot of, like, that's an issue I think a lot of the more pageanty queens have on the show, is being relatable. But I mean, Ginger's awesome. Like, I love Ginger. Like, I don't want it to get twisted. I'm just explaining why I'm not rooting for her as much as other queens this season.
Yeah, I mean, we've always had nice things to say about Ginger. Go back and listen to all of the old episodes.
Yeah, because, I mean, like we said, we felt like we had heard her story before, so it just, like, that kind of, like, just again, that it seems like this is her go-to story that she tells.
Right, and that's the kind of that's the tricky part with TV, because you've got your new fans and you've got like your vintage fans that will remember things like that.
You have your old people like us that remember all.
That bitch already said that.
Just be happy we can remember anything. All right, you all, let's go ahead and take a quick little break here. We'll come back and get into the runway. I'm going to have another drink. Bye.
Bye.
Not forever, though. Come back. Hey, everyone. Thanks for listening to our podcast so far. Thanks for coming. Right now, we're probably refilling our drinks, or maybe even gluing down our lashes again. While you wait, here's some things that you should check out.
Yeah, remember everyone, you can email us, tfcpod@gmail.com, and tfcpod on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Oh, and one more thing. You're not my real dad, and you never will be. Anyways, back to the show. Hey, everybody, we are back again to finish out this Honest Tea spill of the week. You know, we're, of course, back on the runway, and the category this week is, Oops, I Did It Again. I played with your heart.
Lost in the game.
Yes, girl, this week is oddly not a Britney Spears runway. This one is all about fashion fails.
This is a fun category, especially towards the end, keeping the energy kind of light and fun.
Yeah.
Yes, girl. I think that was an interesting idea for a runway category.
I agree. I like it. It's very fun.
Yes, girl. What did we think? Who's our favorite?
So I did think Trinity looked very pretty, but I thought that she could have gone farther with the look. Like, this is the category to really have fun and exaggerate, like, the oops, and make it kind of theatrical and very artsy and playful on the runway. So I think she could have pushed it. I think the same thing for Kylie. She could have pushed that a little bit. So
yeah, definitely.
My favorite was actually Raja. I thought that was a fun kind of approach to the category.
Well, you know who my favorite was?
Hell.
Ginger Minj.
Oh, yeah, the burning weave. That was great.
I was really into that look in her story.
Yeah, I really like Ginger's too. I feel like it was a really good idea. It was fun with the smoke and like the burns. I loved when she burned her hand.
Yeah, that was
and then she had the makeup on and she burnt her shirt
and everything else. It was a cool effect on the runway.
Yeah, I really liked that a lot. Eureka was kind of funny too. I was like, what? How is she ripping her hair out?
I did like Eureka's because it was like super fun to just see like what a hot mess she looked like, and like just her dress being like pulled up and like the toilet paper. So I don't know, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think she had a good look too. You know, there's definitely the stories there. I liked her wig a lot. Like the thing I liked the most about her outfit was her wig.
The wig was fun. I thought it was a little safe for Eureka. I mean, she looked gorgeous, but I thought she could have pushed this too.
I agree. But yeah, also too, my second favorite was Raja.
Raja was fun. She had a really fun story too, like on the runway. Thought she did a really good job of like incorporating it.
I know. I was like, how'd she do that?
And also just like shout out to like Raja in general, because she makes like all of her own shit. Like a lot of these queens, like especially in All Stars, when they come back, they're like, you know, we're going to buy a bunch of really expensive things. And the fact that she makes everything she does on the runway is pretty impressive.
Yeah, girl, very impressive. So that makes her all of her high moments even that much greater.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, girl. All right. So that was the runway. Eureka does win this challenge. Do we agree?
You know, overall, Eureka's story, like, in the challenge was good. And I thought that the runway was strong enough. So I'll give it to her.
I wouldn't argue it. Like, I personally thought Kylie was the best person on the main challenge.
Right.
But I can see why Eureka won, but I also think like there is some like riggery involved here, because they're like, of course they're going to give it to Eureka.
Yeah.
Because like if she doesn't, it's like obvious who's going home.
They want her in the finale.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm very like at this point, I'm very like Team Raja. Like I want Raja to go and get the crown. So I could argue like all the queens did a decent job. So I could
Yeah.
really argue that anyone could have won. So it does feel a
Yeah.
little like rigged, but I'm just like, Drag Race. We know what you're up to.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like none of the queens like did bad in the challenge.
No.
Like literally none of them. Nobody did a bad job.
Right.
So like really, you could make an argument for like pretty much almost anybody winning. So, I mean, Eureka winning, fine, sure. She hasn't won any. Let's make
Let's throw her a
the
bone.
playing field even. Yeah. All right. So as Trinity cries on the couch, Eureka talks to each girl to get advice on who to vote out.
This is always interesting because the exchange with Kylie, I believe, she just got right to the T. She was like, "What do you think I should do?" Like, she didn't even hint like, "I'm trying to like vote you out or send you home." Like, she was like, "Give me the tea. What do you think I should do?"
My favorite part was when she told Ginger, like, maybe I should just vote you out.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That was like a ha
Would
ha
you die?
bitch.
No, you would die.
I feel like that was pretty funny. It kind of reminded me of the time when Alaska was like begging to not get voted out, and Katya was just like,
Yeah.
party.
I will Venmo you $10,000.
To keep me in this competition.
It's like crazy. It's funny though, like when it's down this close, because I felt so bad for like Trinity, because it's just like sucks that she had to be the one to go home and like get this far. It's just, I don't know. It's not.
She was a 4 before she was a 5.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I do kind of agree with her there. Like, it's not fair, like, but it's Drag Race. Like, it does suck.
But you know what, Jamal? Life's not fair.
Hey, listen, I always side with my fave, Naomi Smalls. So I have to agree, because it's like, hey, that's just Drag Race. There's always some funky twist, and what you can't do is carry this like energy around that's gonna weigh you down, and that shit's contagious. The queens aren't going to want to be around it, so they're just going to say she doesn't want to be here and get rid of you. So in a way,
Right.
I think she kind of just not
Her inner saboteur
she
got the best of
she
her.
didn't fully give up, but I mean,
No.
she kind of checked out in a way.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. It seemed like she seemed really defeated, and honestly, she was killing my vibe a little bit these last couple episodes. So I was like, not happy to see Trinity go, because she has been really strong this entire competition.
Yeah.
But it felt right that she should go, because I was like, she was in the bottom the most. She had been a little bit self-deprecating, a little bit of a downer. And so it's like the winner of the show, like, I mean, I get it. It's not fair. They brought somebody back, but they do that every season. And and it's like, do y'all think it's fair? It's like, girl, this is the show. Like,
This
you
is
don't
the
get it. You're not
show.
the executive producer. Like,
Right, and it's all stars. There's going to be some kind of fuckery happening.
Roll with
there
the
is.
punches.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like, no one's excited to have someone come back, but that's the show.
I'm not
Girl.
happy to see Trinity go. Now I don't have anybody left in the fantasy league.
Yeah, we'll get there. So then we go back to the runway so Eureka can lip sync for the crown. Her lip sync assassin this week is none other than season 12 winner, Jada Essence Hall.
Yes, Queen Jada, looking fabulous, looking like
Fierce.
a chocolate Princess Jasmine. I was here for it.
Yeah, I liked her outfit a lot.
Her skin is just so luscious. Like, it just looks rich.
Jada's just perfect.
She was at my favorite gay bar in Seattle this weekend, and I was very upset to not be able to see her.
Ooh, fun.
But, oh God, the alcohol.
Oh no, you just had a Raja moment.
Oh no.
Ooh, the alcohol.
Girl, I was a
It's-
wig and a baseball bat. Baseball bat and a wig.
I felt my heart in my butthole. So, yeah, girl, I don't know. I feel like there's something else I was going to say, but my drink says no. All right. You guys asked for this. No, you didn't. So yeah, this was a great lip sync. I mean, the song itself was not a great lip sync song, but the fact that Jada Essence Hall like came out and embodied Little Richard so much with like the hairstyle, I really enjoyed that quite a bit. And Eureka just barrel rolling is always a fun thing to watch.
Oh my gosh, was it Little Richard or James Brown?
Little Richard.
Okay, sorry. I was like getting my black dudes mixed up. Sorry, y'all.
Good golly, Miss Molly, that's racist.
The ancestors are smacking me across the head right now. I
Girl,
feel it.
go to bed.
Now we can cut it out.
Yes, that was Little Richard. Sorry, y'all. I'm a mess right now.
There's no saving some
I mean, it
things.
was fun watching Eureka barrel roll for a while. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just love anytime the queens just start spinning out of control.
I mean, this is like a thing now. Like, is this like drag queens in the wild? There's just like queens rolling across dance floors now.
Somebody needs to do a montage.
Like Critters. Like, do you remember that movie Critters? They would just
Yeah.
like roll across the ground.
Somebody please do a montage of fucking Valentina twirling, throw in Rose from last season twirling, and then Eureka barrel rolling and then exploding.
And Silky throwing her back
And
out.
Silky. Oh, yeah. Get a couple of those in there. Yes, girl. So they both win the lip sync. Both queens did a great job, and I kind of agree with both winning the lip sync. What do you think?
Well, I guess somebody had to get the tip. I was more into Jada's performance, but both queens did do a good job. So, hey, what the hell,
Yeah.
right? It's all stars.
Yeah.
Still not sure why Eureka came dressed as a clown, but, I'm just going to go with it.
Girl, it did not make sense given the song.
Make it make sense.
She just wanted to wear a pattern, a bold pattern.
Yes, girl. So, yes, that means that whichever queen that the group voted for and whatever queen that Eureka voted for will be eliminated. It could be the same queen, could be two queens.
I know.
We don't know.
Immediately, I was like, oh shit, two queens are going home. We're going to have a top three.
Yes, girl. That would be kind of great. But, of course, it ended up being the same queen, and that was Trinity K. Bonet getting the chop.
Bye, queen. I hate to see you leave.
But I love to watch you walk away. But yeah, that was kind of sad to see Trinity leave. It was kind of like, I mean, she said at the beginning of the episode, like, you kind of knew it was coming.
Yeah, they did manifest that. Like, they were just like, they were checked out. Like, they basically said, hey, vote me out to everybody else.
Basically. Well, now we have the top 4, and we will find out the winner next. We do know who the top 4 is. And next week we will find out who the wiener is. Get it, corn dog?
There's not going to be like a reunion situation, is there?
No.
I don't know.
Usually not for All Stars. They don't do that.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Not for All Stars.
Yes, girl. If you could pick one queen who you think is going to win, who are you putting all your marbles behind?
I'm going to say Raja. I think that she's shown so much growth on the show this season, and also just coming back and making a like splash from the old Raja on her initial season. Like, I think she's really turned it around, and she's an overall great queen and performer.
Absolutely.
This is really hard for me because this season is hard, I think, because there's not like one clear front runner.
Yeah, it's very close.
So I'm just gonna say who I want to win and who I think has a really good shot as well, and that would be Kylie. I feel like Kylie really has that it factor for like an All-Stars winner, and I would really love to see her win just because she has such an awesome story.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think my top 2 are Kylie and Raja. I think Raja would be my number 1, followed by Kylie, followed by Ginger, followed by Eureka. That's just my personal preference. I'm sure you guys all have your own opinions that are totally valid. So this is just our opinions. Take it for whatever it's worth.
I would definitely be happy with anyone winning. Like, I think all these queens very deserving, and they're all very fun and unique in their own way.
Yeah.
Totally. Yes, girl. Time for the Fantasy League. I'm going to go ahead and throw the reins over to Stoney, who will let us know how it's going.
Yes, so this week we had Eureka who came back, and if you all remember, Eureka was on Team Seth. So
Hey.
Seth gets bonus points for Eureka coming back.
Ow.
And obviously Eureka won everything this week. So
Well, and Kylie, who's also on my team.
yes, Kylie also won. So that puts us after 10 episodes in. Jamal is in last place with 180 points.
Damn.
And no queens still on his team
Yeah.
that are in the competition.
They're all gone.
So Jamal has no chance to win at all.
Sheesh.
Nope.
It's been real, y'all.
Do you want to give a concession speech?
Hey, we tried.
And then, so in first place,
Stoney's drunk too.
no, I was like looking out. There was like something shining through the window, and it was like freaking me out.
Stoney just doesn't want to say who's in first place.
Stop looking for stuff.
Something. Okay. So Seth is in first place with 255 points.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bow.
So that means Seth has taken the lead. I am in second place with 250 points. So 5 points down.
This is a close race, y'all, but technically, as of this week, I'm a winner, baby.
I know. It's like you're so freaking close. Who would have predicted that?
Nobody, girl.
Stoney is in the
And
fight, y'all.
Stoney is in the fight. Me and Stoney each have 2 queens in the race. So it all is going to come down on whoever actually wins the crown, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I've been leading this whole time, and Seth just like took it at the end.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's all gonna come down. It'll be interesting because if they do a double crowning or like, yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, girl. Stay tuned to next week where Stoney and I fight to the death. Yes, girl. I am so excited to see what happens next week. Grand finale.
I know. The crown is here. It's so exciting. Not only is it another season of Drag Race, it's going to be wrapped for us, but there will be a new fresh queen as the winner.
Yes.
Yes, girl.
In the Hall of Fame.
Yes, in the rock or the not the rock and roll. In the Drag Queen Hall of Fame. Oh. Yes, I'm so excited. So stay tuned till next week. Of course, we'll be bringing you the finale podcast. And then after that, I guess we'll see what happens. As you know, we're not covering Holland Weekly, but of course, you know, we'll most likely be doing a season recap like we did for España. And Drag Race UK Season 3 is coming up, rumored to be premiering on September 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hold that against me if I'm wrong, but that's the rumor.
Yep. That's the word on the street as of now.
Wait, what's premiering on November 29th?
UK Season 3,
Oh, I thought.
September 29th.
Oh, I thought you said November. I was like, what?
I might have. I'm drunk. I'm really sorry, everybody. I honestly could not tell you.
Well, girl.
And with that, I need to go throw up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go have another drink. So we'll be back next week. But until then,
Bye.
bye.